scholar, gentleman, had the immense courage, the transcendental honesty to say Florence, because my grief may be unbearable, but for centuries to come, human beings will still have Florence. I've spent my life dangerously investing passion in art, literature, philosophy, music, and have certainly not always invested it in human relations. There is a little list I say to myself on very dark nights at 3 a.m. The people who have loved their dogs, their animals, more than any human being. It's a very worrying list. It includes Richard Wagner, Nietzsche, Heidegger, and Adolf Hitler, but there are many more. I know that I've actually said this publicly, and it has caused very great resentment. People say it makes them sick because I've said it. If the torturers touched one's wife or children, I believe you could scream to them, "Hold out," because they would know what it was about. I know that if anybody began torturing my dog, I would break down in 10 seconds and betray everybody. I know that. I can't defend it. I can't excuse it. I can't explain it, which is even more disturbing. I believe it to be the truth, and it's one of the great taboo truths in modern psychology. But many other examples where one has let down what one knew to be the ideal for profoundly selfish or ambitious or intellectually luxurious reasons. The exam begins to be very harsh and very difficult to answer certain questions. And others will judge as they may wish to judge, but perhaps we let ourselves off sometimes a little too easily in our own sense of self. And when Socrates says, "Know thyself," he meant something full of sunlight, like Athens at 12 o'clock noon, that brilliant light and the blue of the sea. I think he was perhaps a little naive. How dare I say it, but I say that. To really know oneself, the Montaigne image, you go down the spiral staircase of the tower into a great dark, into a Piranesi dark. It's not all sunlight. But one must try and do it. And unless you're prepared to go down that staircase, you inhabit a marionette. You inhabit a fake commedia of the self. And no one else can do it for you. No psychoanalyst, no father confessor, no therapist, no cry therapy, no group conscious exercises on the California uplands, no LSD. You damn well have to try and do it yourself, sitting alone on a rather uncomfortable chair with no help, and saying, who the hell was responsible for what went wrong? Answer yourself. Answer yourself. And to me, a great education, the final justification of an education, is if you force yourself down those stairs, and if you can come up again, certainly damaged, certainly deeply saddened and disturbed, but that you do not take refuge either in blaming others, or in blaming society, or in blaming some organic defect. My God, we will soon have viruses of stupidity. The stupidity is only one's own.